Hello everyone, I am Christine. Today I am gonna recommend a book with my dad. I introduce you my father. His English name is Eric. Can you introduce yourself, Eric?
Sure thing. I'm Christine's father and my English name is Eric. From now on, we are gonna read a book, Dragon Shitter, together. Do you happen to heard survival reading? Survival reading is taking turns reading a book. If you mispronounce a word while reading a book, the next person takes over. This keeps repeating.
As Eric said, we are going to recommend the book Dragon Sitter. The main character is Edward Smith Pickle and his pet dragon. Smith's uncle have to go far away, so Smith is dragon sitting the dragon. Eric, it is read time, including survivor reading. We are gonna read chapter 1 to page The Dragon Sitter. Josh Lace, illustrated by Gary Parsons. Anderson Press, London. From Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date, Sunday, 31 July. Subject, urgent. Attachment, the dragon. Dear Uncle Merton, you'd better get on a plane right now and come back here. Your dragon has eaten Jemima. Emily loved that rabbit. I know what you're thinking, Uncle Merton. We promised to look after your dragon for a whole week. I know we did, but you never said he would be like this. Emily's in her bedroom now, crying so loudly the whole street must be able to hear. Your dragon sitting on the sofa, licking his clothes, looking very pleased with himself. If you don't come and collect him, Mom is going to phone the Jew. She says she doesn't know what else to do. I don't want the dragon to leave behind the birds. I bet she don't either, but I can't stop Mom, so please come and fetch him. I'd better go now. I can smell burning. Addie. From Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date, Sunday, 31 July. Subject, your dragon. Attachments, poo shoes. Dear Uncle Merton, I'm sorry for getting so cross when I wrote to you earlier, but your dragon really is quite irritating. I hope you haven't changed your flight. If you have, you can change it back again. I have persuaded Mom to give your dragon another chance. Luckily, she didn't see him chasing Mrs. Kapelski's cats out of the garden. Uncle M, I do wish you'd told us a bit more about your dragon. You just handed him over and said he'd be fine and got back in your taxi to go to the airport. You didn't even tell us his name, and some instructions would have been helpful. Mom and I don't know anything about dragons. Emily says she does, but she's lying. She's only 5 and she doesn't know anything about anything. For instance, what does it eat? We looked for help on the internet, but there was nothing useful. I have mispronounced. It's my dad's turn.
One site said dragons only eat core, another said they prefer damsel in distress. When I told Mom, she said, then I'd better look out, hadn't I? But your dragon doesn't seem to be so fussy. He eats just about anything, rabbits, of course, and cold spaghetti, and sardines, and baked beans, and olives, and apples, and whatever else we offer him. Mom went to supermarket yesterday, but she's got to go again today. Usually, one shop lasts us for a week. Also, you could have warned us about his poo. It smells awful. Mom says even little puppies are trained to go to the pool outside. And this dragon looks quite old, so why is poo... Oh no.
You mispronounced. Looks quite old, so why is he pooing on the carpet in her bedroom? But I can see why you like him. When he's being sweet, he's really is very sweet. He has a nice expression, doesn't he? And I like the funny snoring noise he makes when he's asleep. Are you having a lovely time on the beach? Is the sun shining? Are you doing lots of swimming? It's raining here. Love from your favorite nephew, Addie. P.S. The smell of burning was the curtains. I put out the fire with a saucepan full of water. Luckily, it had dried by the time Mom saw them. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date, Monday, 1st August. Subject, the fridge. Attachments, the hole. Dear Uncle Morton, I wish I could say things were better with the dragons today, but actually they are worse. This morning we came downstairs for breakfast and found he'd make a hole in the door of the fridge. I don't know why he couldn't just open it like everyone else. He drank all the milk and ate yesterday's leftover cauliflower cheese. Mom was furious. I had to beg her and beg her and beg her to give him one more chance. I've already given him one last chance, she said. Why should I give him another? I promised to help clear up any more of his mess. I think that was what changed her mind. I'm hoping he'll go in the garden from now on. Mom is keeping a bill for you. It's now 2 supermarket shops and a new fridge. She says she'll charge you for the carpet too if she can't get the stains out. I sent you 2 emails yesterday. Didn't you get either of them? Addie. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date, Monday, 1st August. Subject, your dragon again. Attachment, pull clothes up. You might have to change your flights after all, Uncle Em. Your dragon's done another poo in the house. This time he couldn't get into Mom's room because she's been keeping her door shut. So he did it on the landing right outside. I scrubbed it with bleach, but there is still stain on the carpet. I just hope Mom wants it. If she does, she'll ring the Jew right away. I know she will. E. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle, Tuesday to 2nd August. Subject, tatters. Attachments, me putting out fire. Dear Uncle Morton, what's a tatter? I don't know, and Mom wants to tell me, but she's at the end of hers. That's what she says anyway. It was the curtains that did it. Mom saw them last night. She was furious, but I managed to calm her down. I said I'd pay for new ones out of my pocket money. But I don't actually have any pocket money. But I promised to start saving immediately. Also, I pointed out that the hole was really quite small. Oh, I mispronounced quite.
Okay, it's my turn. Next page.
Oh, you have to read the small.
Small. Mom gave a big sigh, shrugged her shoulders and stood on a chair and turned the curtains round so you could hardly see the hole, not unless you are looking for it. Anyway, and why would anyone get down on the floor and search for holes at the edge of the curtain? Then this morning the dragon breathed all over them again. It was really quite dramatic. The whole room filled with smoke while I was running backyards and forward with a saucepan full of water 6 times. Your dragon just sat on sofa. I wasn't expecting an apology, but he could at least have looked embarrassed. Also, he knows he is not allowed on sofa. This is my 5th email to you, Uncle M, and you haven't replied to one of them. I know you are on holiday, but even so, could you reply ASAP even if you can't come and collect your dragon? Some tips on looking after him would be very much appreciated. Edward. P.S. If you don't know what ASAP means, it means as soon as possible. P.P.S. Your bill is now 3 supermarket shops, 2 curtains, 1 fridge, 1 rabbit, 1 new carpet. Mom saw the stain. From Edward Smith Pickle. Okay. to Morton Pickle. Date Tuesday 2 August. Subject: Where are you? Attachment: Mom on the rampage. Dear Uncle Morton, Mom rang your hotel. They said you never arrived. They said you canceled your reservation and they gave your room to someone else. So where are you? Mom says you've been lying. Oh, I'm wrong. It's your
You
turn.
mispronounced. Lying to us. She says you've always told lies, even when you were a boy, and she was stupid to thank you. Might have changed it. I didn't know what to say, Uncle Morton. I was sure you hadn't lied to us. I don't believe you're a liar, but if you're not staying at the Hotel Splendide, why did you give us their number? Where are you staying? I told Mom anything might have happened. Maybe you banged your head and you don't know who you are. Maybe you're in hospital covered in bandages and no one knows who to call. Maybe you've been kidnapped. You're always talking about your enemies. Do you need us to pay a ransom? I hope not, because your bill with Mom is already quite enormous. Mom doesn't think you've been kidnapped or bumped your head. She says you're just a selfish pig and always have been. And once you have collected your dragon, she never wants to see you again. I'm sure she didn't mean it, Uncle Em. Little sisters are always saying stuff like that. Emily does too. The next day, she's forgotten what she even said. Mom's probably says the same. But even so, I think you should call her ASAP. As soon as possible. Addie. From Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date Tuesday, 2nd August. Subject: the zoo. Dear Uncle Morton, Mom is about to ring the zoo. She's going to ask them to take the dragon away. I tried to persuade her not to, but she said it was the dragon or her. I said the zoo probably wouldn't want her. She said I would be careful because I was...
You're wrong.
Oh, what?
She said I should.
No, I should.
Okay.
Be careful because I was sitting on thin ice. I don't know what she meant, but I didn't want to ask. She had that expression on her face. Do you know the one I mean? I mispronounced.
The one that says you'd better keep out of my way. So I have. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Tuesday.
Oh, you don't read this E.
Okay. I admit. It's your turn.
From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Tuesday, 2nd August. Subject: Don't worry, attachments. Mom and the dragon. Dear Uncle Morton, the zoo aren't coming. They thought Mom was joking. When they realized she was serious, they thought she was crazy. Finally, they put the phone down. So, she rang the RSPCA, but they didn't believe her either. They said there's no such thing as dragons. Mom said, come here if you want to see one. That was when they put the phone down too. Now Mom doesn't know what to do. She's threatening to kick the dragon out in the streets. I say she couldn't just leave a poor defenseless dragon out in the middle of the road where anything might happen to him. I think he isn't a defenseless dragon. I've got to do something, she said, or I really will go crazy. What if he bites the neighbors? What if he eats one of the twins? It's true, he could easily pull them out of their pram. They live opposite and they are only 8 months old. With his like kids, he could gobble them up in a moment. I know you said he'd never harm another living creature, but that wasn't true, was it? What about Jemima? Uncle Em, I must have written you 10 messages by now. Could you please write back? Addie. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Wednesday, 3rd August. Subject: What is this?
Flower. Cat.
Oh, this.
Mode.
Attachments. Cat attack. Mom chatting. Dear Uncle Morton, you're not going to believe what's happened now. The dragon just attacked Mrs. Kapowski's cat again. This time the garden is full. I mispronounced.
This time the garden is full of fur and the petunias have gone up in smoke. It was their own fault, I suppose, because they know they are not allowed in our garden. They came in anyway, they always do. They didn't see your dragon snoozing on the patio. They were rolling around on grass when he woke up and jumped on them. Tiger got away without any problem, but the dragon managed to grab Meow's tail in his jaws. No.
Oh, what?
I saw it all through the French window. I was banging on the grass trying to make the dragon stop, but he took no notice. Finally, Maud turned around and scratched him on the nose. The dragon wasn't expecting that. He was so surprised he opened his jaws and she was over the fence in a second. He breathed a great burst of flame after her. Luckily, he missed. Unluckily, he got Mom's petunias. Luckily, Mom didn't see what happened. She was on the phone to the pet shop. She's been ringing everyone she can think of, but no one wants a dragon. Now she's sitting at the kitchen table with her head in her hands. She's run out of people to ring. I haven't told her about the petunias yet, but she's going to see them soon, and then I don't know what will happen. To be honest, Uncle I'm a bit worried about her. I asked about mending the fridge and she said, "What's the point? The dragon will just make another hole in it." I suppose she's right, but even so, it would be a good... Oh no.
Okay. To have somewhere to keep the milk. Addie. P.S. You'll be glad to hear Matt is fine. She's still got all her tail. P.P.S. Your dragon has spent the rest of the morning picking fur out of his teeth. He won't be attacking any more cats in a hurry. Okay, we'll stop at this page. Let's continue at the next time. My father Eric is going to continue the channel with me. Don't forget to subscribe and push that button. We're gonna continue from here. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date, Thursday, 1st August. Subject, please read this. Attachments, Posty Fireman. I'm sorry that I burped. Now let's start. Dear Uncle Morton, I don't even know what... I mispronounced it the first time.
I don't even know why I'm writing to you. You haven't answered any of my other emails. Maybe I've even got the wrong address.
Wow.
Just like Mom's got the wrong hotel, but I've got to tell someone what's happening and I can't think of anyone else to tell. Today was the worst day so far. Your dragon set fire...
No, prefer. Your dragon set fire to the
postman.
First postman. Oh yay, it's my turn. Postman. To be fair to the dragon, I don't think he meant to. I think he must have been frightened by the letters coming through the letterbox. He breathed fire all over them. The flames went through the letterbox and out the other side, setting the postman's sleeve alight. Luckily, the postman wasn't hurt. Mom put the flames out with a blanket, but he's going to need a new uniform, and he said he would charge us for it. We had a lot of explaining to do. There was a big fire engine parked outside the fire and 4 firemen in our front garden wanting to check her smoke alarms. Mom told them about the dragon. She invited them in to see him. The firemen looked at one another in a funny way and backed down the garden path. When they'd gone, the postman said he'd show what is this?
Show us.
Oh, I miss.
He said he'd report us to the police. He said we could expect never to get another letter in our lives. He said a lot more things which I didn't actually hear because Mom put her hands over my ears. Now Mom's upstairs in bed. She said she'll come up downstairs to make supper, but I don't know if she really will. The dragon is lying on the sofa. I told him he should be ashamed of himself, but he doesn't look ashamed at all. He won't get off the sofa either. Not even when I shouted at him, he knows quite well he's not allowed on there, Eddie. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Thursday, 4 August. Subject postcard. Attachment the stamp.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dear Uncle Anne, I've just been through the remains of our letters and found a postcard with a foreign stamp. Unfortunately, there was nothing else left, just a corner with the stamp on, but I think the picture might have been of a beach. Did you send it to us? If you did, that's very nice of you. But it would be even nicer if you would answer my emails. E. Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date Friday, 5th August. Subject our tummies are empty. Attachments the dragon in the kitchen. Dear Uncle Merton, I am quite a long way past the end of my teacher. Yesterday I didn't think things that could get any worse, but they just have. Mom is upstairs again. She says she's not getting up till the dragon's gone. I said that might not be for 3 more days, and she said, then I'm going to spending
a lot of time in bed. You'd better find me some good books. Emily and I haven't had my breakfast and it looks as
Annie, not mine.
Okay.
Breakfast, and it looks as if you're not going to get any lunch either. Your dragon is in the kitchen, the door's shut. He won't let me in. I just tried, but he brought a little trickle of flame in my direction. From the expression in his eyes, I could see it was a warning. I'm not a coward, Uncle Em, but I'm not stupid either. I ran straight out and slammed the door behind me. I waited for a few minutes, then I peered through the keyhole and saw what he'd done. He's been through the cupboard, smashing down the doors and tearing out all the food. He's ripped open the packets. He's chewed through the tins. There's rice and lentils and spaghetti hoofs all over the kitchen floor. Uncle Merton, what am I supposed to do? Edward. From Merton Pickle to Edward Smith Pickle. Date Friday, 5th August. Subject chocolate. Have you tried chocolate? From Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date Friday, 5th August. Subject chocolate. What do you mean I have tried chocolate? Of course I have. I love chocolate. I don't want to be rude, Uncle Morton, but I'm beginning to worry. Mom might be right about you. I've been sending you emails for almost a whole week, and now I've been begging you to answer. And when you finally do, you just ask if I've ever tried chocolate. Maybe you really have banged your head. Have you? If you haven't, then why haven't you answered any of my other emails? Where have you been? And when are you going to come and collect your dragon? Edward. From Merton Pickle to Edward Smith Pickle. Date Friday, 5th August. Subject chocolate. I mean, have you tried giving the dragon chocolate? From Edward Smith Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date Friday, 5th August. Subject Re chocolate. Attachments the chocolate.
초콜릿.
It works! From address Miss P. to Merton Pickle. Date Saturday, 6th August. Subject Re chocolate. Attachments our very own flamethrower. Dear Uncle Martin, I'm sorry I haven't replied more quickly to tell you what happened, but I've been too busy feeding the dragon all the chocolate in the house and then going to the shop to get some more. The dragon is a changed beast. Mom says he's been behaving like a little angel and he has. He's tapping stealing food, he poos on the grass, he doesn't even sit on the sofa anymore. Actually, that's not quite true, but he gets off as soon as he's told to. Tonight we had a barbecue in the garden. Your dragon lit it. Then he ate 6 sausages, 3 chops, and 9 baked bananas. Luckily, Mom had just been to the supermarket, so there was enough for us too. Now your dragon is lying on the floor looking at me with his big eyes. I know I shouldn't give him any more chocolate. I don't want him to get fat, but I'm just going to give him one more piece and then it's time for bed. Abby. Edward's Miss Pickle to Merton Pickle. Date Saturday, 6th August. Subject Re chocolate. Attachments story time. Emily's new best friend. Dear Uncle Merton, I thought you liked to know.
You might like to know your dragon has now eaten 12 bars of milk chocolate, 14 bars of plain chocolate, 6 Twix, 1 crunch, and
Crunchy.
Crunchy?
And 23 bags of Maltesers. Wow.
Voltigeurs?
Maltesers.
Okay.
The man in the shop is starting to look at me in a funny way. I thought Mom would mind buying so much, but she said, if he's happy, I'm happy. He is very. Even Emily has forgiven him. She seems to have forgotten all about the amoeba. I think she'd like to have you or dragon as a pet instead. She started calling him Cupcake. I've told her several times that Cupcake isn't a suitable name for a dragon, but she
takes no notice. Does it actually have a name? If it doesn't, I would suggest Desolation or Fire Breath or something like that, but not Cupcake. I hope you are enjoying the last few.
What?
I hope you are enjoying the last few hours of your holiday and managing to get a last swim and some sunshine. It's raining here. See you tomorrow. Don't miss your flight. Love from Eddie.
Oh, you're good at reading, mister.
Well, thank you. From Morton Pickle to Edward Smith Pickle. Date Saturday, 6th August. Subject chocolate. Attachment My Iceland.
No, Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Hotel Bellevue, last fruits the Alphonse. Hi, Eddie. Very glad to hear that
My tip about chocolate did the trick. It always does with dragons, even the biggest of them. I remember hiking through the mountains of Outer Mongolia with a rucksack almost entirely stuffed with Cadbury's fruit and nut. Without it, I wouldn't be here today. I fed the whole lot to the biggest dragon I've ever seen in my life, a bad-tempered chap with teeth as big as my hands and terrible breath. I will tell you the whole story when I see you, but I don't have time now. I've got to be quick. I'm in the airport and my flight leaves any minutes, but I wanted to write to you and say I'm so very sorry for not reading your message early in the week. I could have checked my mail at the hotel, but I had resolved not to interrupt my holiday. That was stupid of me, I know, and I'm exceedingly apologetic. I only looked yesterday because I had heard a rumor from a fellow guest that there had been terrible floods
No,
in...
have.
Okay.
And hold the camera tight,
okay.
mister. Where is your shirt? I had heard a rumor from a fellow guest that there have been terrible floods in the Lower Biscuit, the town opposite my island. I have several good friends living there, so I wanted to check they were safe. You're glad to know that the floods were actually in Upper Bucket, which is quite different. I'm very sorry too that my naughty little dragon has been behaving himself so badly. Were my instructions no use at all? I was quite sure I had included the tip about chocolate. Will you please apologize to your mother about the mix-up over hotels? I had been planning to stay in the Hotel Splendid, which is why your mother has their address and phone number. On arrival, I discovered that their chef, the famous Alphonse Mulberry, had quarreled with the owner and moved to an establishment in the next town along the coast, so I moved there too. I'm glad I did. His cooking is even more spectacular than I had remembered. For some reason, I don't appear to have your mother's email address, which is why I'm sending this to you. Please apologize to her on my behalf. I have bought her an enormous chunk of Roquefort as a present. I know how much she likes cheese. They are calling me.
Calling my flight. I'd better go and join the scrum. I wish you very soon. Lots of love from your affectionate and apologetic Uncle Morton. From Edward Smith Pickle to Morton Pickle. Date Monday, 8th August. Subject Au River. Attachment Mom and her gun. Dear Uncle Morton, I hope you had a good journey home. Did the dragon behave himself on the train? Mom put up the new curtains and she's ordered another fridge from the shop. She says she never liked the petunias and she's decided to plant roses instead.
Decided.
Yeah.
Oh, let's put a little more. She's decided to plant roses instead. She's going to spend the rest of your money on a new carpet for all our bathrooms. She loves the cheese, by the way. I don't. It smells awful. Sorry for saying so, but it does. Emily says, thank you for the monkey. She says, he's almost as good as Jemima. I think he's even better. At least he doesn't need feeding. Also, he can sleep in a bed instead of the cage at the end of the garden. And thanks very much for the books. They'll be really useful if I ever learn French. You know your list of instructions? Well, Mom finally found them down the back of the sofa. We'll read them now. You did say the thing about chocolate and lots of other useful stuff too. If only we'd found them before. Mom says she thinks you just put them down there when you came to collect the dragon, but I told her not to be so silly. Mrs. Capel's cats have started coming into the garden again. Mom chased them out with a hose. She said, I wish that dragon was still there. Then she looked at me very quickly and said, I don't really, but I think she does. I do too. He made everything very difficult, but he was fun too. I hope you're having a lovely time back home on your island. By the way, when I said I'd like to come and visit, I really did mean it. Will you send an official invitation to Mom? Otherwise, she's never going to let me. Emily would like to come too, but I told her she's too young. She is, isn't she? She might fall off a cliff or something. Lots of love from your favorite nephew, Addie. P.S. Please give Ziggy a Malteser from me.